Tracy Walder has been underestimated a lot.
I actually had a parent that complained to the principal that I was lying.
That parent couldn't believe that Walder was a former CIA spy who fought terrorists in the wake of 9/11 and later became an FBI agent. To anyone else, that encounter may have discouraged them from teaching. But not Walder, who by this time was used to dealing with opposition.
The day before September 11th, they were wanting to use my expertise. I had gotten good, I guess, at gathering human intelligence from the terrorist training camps that were in Afghanistan.
On September 11th, 2001, Walder was working in the CIA's counterterrorism unit. After the attacks, her work drastically changed, putting her on course to track down the world's most wanted terrorists, including Osama bin Laden. Now she teaches at the Ursuline Academy, an all-girls high school in Texas, with a fully supportive community of parents. Her students learn about global terrorism. Just recently, they were challenged to dissect the pros and cons of the Afghanistan exit. And they learn about jobs in the spy business.
In order to change the gender dynamic and make it more equitable, I have to expose girls to these careers and the different things that they can do in these careers.
She feels passionately about changing that gender dynamic in the intelligence community, in part due to the difficult sexism she faced in her career, particularly at the FBI. An experience she almost kept out of her best-selling memoir, The Unexpected Spy.
Even though it's remarkable that I served at the CIA and the FBI, I feel ashamed sometimes of the fact that I experienced what I did.
It wasn't until a sexual harassment lawsuit was filed by 17 women against the FBI that she realized she wasn't alone and decided to talk about it, both in her book and with her students. To Walder, teaching is a natural extension of her career in intelligence and law enforcement. She considers it as equally important and impactful, something she says is proven by the success of her former students, who now work at the CIA, State Department, Justice Department, and so on.
All of them just found different outlets and different ways to be involved in this, I consider it national security, and this whole foreign policy apparatus in whatever way suits them best. And I love that.
And despite the many geopolitical challenges she sees in the world, it's teaching that gives her optimism.
I think if I wasn't a teacher, I would probably be in a really dark place of not knowing how to enact change. And a lot of people look at a way to enact change as, well, run for an office and make this bill. Well, no, we actually need to start at more of kind of this micro level. And I feel like I am enacting change, whether these girls go into a national security field or not. I mean, it's their choice, but at least they're armed with this information and at least they'll keep themselves informed.
Bianca Fascini, Newsy, Dallas.
Also, this really applies in